ZANU-PF, and indeed, on my own behalf, I express heartfelt condolences to the Ruwodo and Chinyanga families following the passing on of Major General retired Richard Ruwodo, our late national hero, whose Chumurenga name was Moshe Kwititi, passed on 7th July 2026 in Harare. Our prayers and sympathies are with you during this solemn and difficult period. He was a gallant son of the soil who devoted his life to wholeheartedly serve our motherland, Zimbabwe, with unwavering patriotism, immense honor, and professionalism. Throughout his long career in the military and public service, he exemplified unflinching loyalty as a patriotic commander who fought in the armed liberation struggle. Sadly, however, our nation continues to lose that stalwart generation of devoted freedom fighters. We remain grateful for the role they played for us to be where we are today. However, we are emboldened by the new crop of young heroes and heroines who are emerging and taking up the mantle to carry forward the ideals of the armed liberation struggle as we build our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. As we do so, we shall jealously defend, protect, and promote our collective national interests and the rich values bequeathed to us by our forebears, as well as heroes and heroines, such as the late national hero, retired General Ruwodo. May his soul rest in eternal peace. My dear fellow mourners, born on 14 March 1954 in Mutasa, Manicaland province, the late general officer received the primary education at Mutasa School before proceeding to Highfield Secondary here in Harare between 1969 and 1972. On completion, he secured employment as a salesman at Bata Shoe Company in 1973, where he was elevated to a managerial post in recognition of his hard work and leadership qualities. The late national hero, Major General retired Ruwodo, gave up his comfort and career prospects in industry to join the armed liberation struggle in 1975 as a ZANU cadre. Comrade Moshe Kwititi, as he was known during the armed liberation struggle, received military training at Chimoio in Mozambique before deployment to the party headquarters in Maputo as Director of Finance, working under the late hero, Comrade Ernest Kadungure. After attainment of our country's independence in 1980, the late general officer held various portfolios that contributed to building professionalism within the Zimbabwe National Army. He began at the level of Deputy Chief Paymaster, later to be appointed as the first black director of Zimbabwe National Army Pay and Records. We remember and cherish his pivotal role in the integration process. The late general officer helped to strengthen good corporate governance, accountability and transparency, probity, and overall human capital development within the Zimbabwe National Army. For his dedication, patriotism, selfless and exemplary service to the Zimbabwe Defense Forces and the nation at large, our late general officer was awarded the Liberation Medal, Liberation Decoration Silver Medal, the Independence Medal, 10 years Service Medal, Long and Exemplary Service Medal, the Mozambique Campaign Medal, and the Grand Officer of the Zimbabwe Order of Merit Award. On his retirement in 2008, the late Major General retired Ruwodo was appointed the Principal Director responsible for war veterans in the then Ministry of Defense and War Veteran Affairs. In that position, he consistently advocated for improved conditions and welfare of the veterans of protracted armed liberation struggle. My dear comrades, today we'll also recognize and honor the late national hero, Professor Herbert Chinyanga, who passed on in South Africa on 2nd July 2026 at the age of 86. He will be cremated in line with his wishes. The life history of the late Professor Chinyanga is an epitaph of patriotism, integrity and humility, professional excellency and a selfless service. He was a towering national and pioneering physician whose lifelong service helped to transform